So I guess we're going to just start. We're going to have our panelists introduce themselves. I'm Kate Kerno. I'm actually the Communications and Marketing Manager for the Student Center. But our panelists here are going to be able to provide even better insight on the project and some of the whatever questions you have about it. So let y'all take it away then.
I'm Amanda Jones. I work with capital planning and space management on campus. So our office kind of manages projects from when they start as an idea through until they get to design, and we hire an actual design team. So through all the conceptual process and budgeting, estimating, scheduling, things like that.
I'm Samantha Holloway. I'm the current Student Center president, and then I'm also heading up the Student Center Expansion Committee.
Lindsay Bryant, I'm interim director of the Student Center, and then also work a lot with the programs and everything in the building.
Jerome Stevens, the director of leadership and civic engagement, work with student orgs, Greek life, and student media.
So really, this is just open.
It's very casual.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get all of our attention.
Yes.
So whatever questions you have, these are the pros here.
Yeah. To your first question, Tech has about 15,000 undergrads and 10,000 graduate students. That's fall 2015. More than I thought. That equals 25,000, which I always say 22. So.
Yeah, we've been using 23.
Well, a lot of online. A lot of
Yeah.
the new master's program.
Even more
online.
packs than we thought.
Yeah.
Keeps going.
Did you have any kind of specific questions?
So I don't have that.
No, it's fine.
A very specific question.
No?
So I work with the Georgia Tech Dance Association, which is a swing dancing group.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple years ago, before I got here, there were a lot of, I think there was some stress about the ballroom being lost, and there was much rejoicing throughout Atlanta in the swing
Right.
dancing community that that was something that was preserved. So I guess my big question, someone else like in the community emailed me and was like, you should go like make sure that they're not going to do anything to the ballroom. That is the thing that's important to us, is we use that for hosting lessons and monthly dances, and that's like a big thing for the Atlanta community. So are there any plans to get rid of the ballroom or build more ballrooms?
We actually would like to have another one. I mean, so we
Okay.
definitely need to expand the ballroom. And it would be nice if we have that one and then an additional one. I think the main issue was we were always going to keep the ballroom, but they had talks about putting carpet in there versus the
Yes.
wood floor. So we are aware of that and the size. So hopefully in the new student center we would have a ballroom, if it's additional one, but even also different spaces like this one, but even
Yeah.
a little bit bigger. So there would be some sort of with the correct flooring. So
Yeah,
I
you
know
always
that
have a
was the
huge
issue.
turnout.
Yeah, it's actually gotten really popular, like especially this year. So,
Yeah, after that conversation, I can remember when that was going to get carpeted, and
Yeah.
obviously that was halted. But this room opened after that,
Yes.
and a lot of our dance organizations have been using this room for
yeah.
meetings. And
I was just thinking, I don't know why we don't use this room.
That's
it's
a
a
good practice.
phenomenal room.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
practice
seems
room.
like, and also really good advertising.
Yeah.
It's right there.
It's super fun to see
Although we
the.
do have the shades you can pull down if you didn't
Yeah.
want to advertise.
Yeah, sometimes it's just new groups or
Yeah.
groups doing it one way and not coming down
Yeah.
here. But
This is my favorite room in
yeah,
the student
this has
center.
been a
now.
great.
So before this room came online, the ballroom was by far the most reserved room in the building. It was like, about 500 times a year. And now this is the most reserved room,
It's
which
great.
is approaching 500 times a year. So.
And this actually
It's
used to be
nice use the
offices.
ballroom a little bit, but
Yeah.
Yep, the buzz card office used to be down here, a hair place,
Famous
and
Hair, or
famous
the
hair,
other
one of them.
hair
And
cuttery.
so
And then storage, right?
And storage.
Storage.
Yeah.
there was, yes.
In the
That's
corner.
so silly.
It's like right there.
It was right on that corner. Yep,
Uh-huh.
Looking out the window.
Yeah.
That's so charming.
Yeah.
Well, this is better use of it.
Yes.
Well, I would actually also love to kind of get your thoughts on the fee and what your feelings are about that, especially as a grad student. That's something we know we hear a lot.
So I think I was actually talking to Josh about this yesterday. So I'm hopefully not going to be here when because that's not until it's actually in use.
Right, correct.
I think that's a really cool way of doing it.
Thank you.
Someone, there's put some thought into that. I mean, I think people don't like fees, but I'm guessing the space is going to be really phenomenal and provide a lot of services that grad students can use.
One of the things we know we want to have is dedicated graduate student space. So if we had a space that was just for y'all, no undergrads allowed, what would that look like for you?
There's there's space like that in one of the sociology buildings, and I'm always so jealous because you have to have card access to get into it. So even though I'm a grad student, I was not in the program, so I couldn't get in here. Special study space. I think it was a lot of desk space, but kind of like the second floor of the library.
Okay.
Is probably something I would like so you have tables and like couches and like so like 4-person tables, but like like a different mix of stuff. I don't think you expect it to be like Carol's though, right? Or not like Carol's, but like offices for grad students, right?
No, it's more just, I mean, a space, we don't know what that would look like, but kind of, the student center is really, we're going to make it a social hub, so it would be kind of an area, whether, even if it's quiet, but it has kind of open space and just specific for grad
I think
students.
that would be great.
What kind of description would be appealing to you? Like if it were called a lounge or a collaboration space or like?
I like the sound of a lounge. I wish my office had. Yeah, the next building you guys want to renovate is my building. I think Daniel Lab is one of the oldest buildings on campus. Anyways.
What's the building?
What building?
Daniel Engineering Lab.
That's
over by the
That's
football
behind
field.
I'm in Lyman Hall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's anyways, it's fine. It's very sad. But no, I mean I like spending time here. It's just normally so crowded with undergrads, except during the summer. So summers are great. During the year it's too much.
Yeah.
So.
And then, how did you find out mostly about the renovation or the fee to vote on?
Well, I do read the emails.
Okay.
Or
Hey,
sent out,
that's
so
good.
the digest emails.
Awesome.
And then someone else, like a swing dancing person, emailed me
Okay.
and was like, "Look at this again because I know
Okay.
we've had issues with this."
Yes, one of the like top build items is just more meeting and event space
Yeah.
in general, and so
Yeah.
that will definitely, hopefully, be more of this kind of stuff
Yeah.
in these spaces. So.
I mean,
Are you guys thinking about something like the size of the Colk, like this whole like space, or?
Square feet is good.
I'm not,
It's about 220,000. So total, we would actually be a little larger.
yeah, it'd be a
than-
little bit bigger.
Okay, and it would. I know there's like that parking lot space. Is that like where you're envisioning of expanding to? I'm really excited about what this is going to look like and what's going to happen after I leave.
And then you can come back as an alum and
Right, and then
help
I'll
make this happen.
Yeah.
So I'll say what I think, and then y'all can chime in. The parking deck, we probably wouldn't change because it's a good resource. I think
Yeah.
the parking lot could be up for grabs. We haven't specifically talked about that, but the focus is kind of directed toward Tech Green more and making sure that we're like opening up views and activating the green space more. So it doesn't necessarily mean the building would expand toward Tech Green, but that would be kind of the focal point of the
Interesting.
building.
So changing like that, what the facade looks like, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so the way that Clough kind of is, the front porch is Tech Green
Yeah.
to Clough, so it would be kind of the opposite on the side.
Yeah, make it a front porch and make it open and
That would be cool.
more natural light, just all of that, just
Yeah.
from our old building, so.
Well, that sounds great. I do sort of wish I was still a grad student at the time. No, I don't.
No, right, you'll learn it.
When do you graduate?
Yeah, when are you slated?
Yeah.
I will graduate. Probably 2018 or
Okay.
It's not so
That's
far.
not that far, like,
Yeah.
maybe
For
in
a
the,
PhD.
yeah.
Yeah.
mm-mm.
Fine.
I had another grad student tell me that, well, if I am still here in 5 years, which is a sad possibility, at least I'll have this nice.
That's right.
So.
And where did you do your undergrad?
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt, okay.
Well, if you have other questions, we're certainly happy to.
Yeah.
But you don't
Yeah.
have to stay and be our one
No.
person
Yeah.
if you don't want to.
No, I don't know that I'm a representative of.
You can spread the word to other grad students
Yes.
to vote.
I'm
And we
perfectly
are having other forums too. So we have a forum Friday, and then tomorrow we're actually going to do them end of February too.
Okay.
I would say that you're a great representative
Uh-huh.
for graduate students because I think what you're saying is the reflection of what I think most graduate
Yeah.
students say, and you're also involved in an organization that think people don't always think about when they think of student org.
Right.
So how do you engage? Which is how graduate students usually find their place. They don't jump into the rec club or some of these other things, Greek life. So have you been up to the student org space here? Have you ever been in
What do you mean?
like right above us where the Office of Leadership and Civic Engagement is?
Oh,
Where the student org offices are?
I go and print up there sometimes.
Oh, great, yeah. As long as that's,
I'm trying to think of what the space is that you're talking about.
yeah, there's 6 offices in the back of the space.
Yeah.
You walk into the front and the rec radio's there.
Huh.
You don't.
I haven't. I really try and like go to the places I need.
Yeah.
Where do you print? You print on the other side of the building.
There's
The computer lab?
Oh, you know what? It's like the computer lab. So
On
I
the
don't know
second
what
floor
I've
behind the
done here.
information
You should
Okay.
walk up and look at the
I
student
probably
org
did
space
lost
that we're
there
talking
before.
about.
Probably because you're kind of confused what second floor you actually need to
Yeah.
go to.
Yeah, because you can't
Yeah, another
get
good
there.
opportunity for the building to.
Exactly.
Be
Yeah.
connected. Yeah. But yeah, walk up and look at there's rec radios there, and it'll look like you're walking into rec radio's office.
Okay.
But that's where the 6 student org offices are with like copy machine and those.
Will you have more offices for organizations in there in the new plan?
Yeah, I mean, the goal is to kind of really make this really nice, collaborative, open space. What that actually looks like, we don't know yet, but we do know that we need it for the student organizations to be able
And
to.
some of what we're hearing is workspace is super important, storage space is really important, office space might be less important. People don't work out of offices anymore, and student orgs
Yeah.
kind of feel like they're like they want storage, and they don't want to necessarily be in that space on a computer or answering the phone, which is how those were set up when we had them. So. None of them have phones in them anymore. They all have opted out of
Right.
having a phone line, so which makes
You don't really
sense.
need, you have a phone.
I don't
but-
have a phone line at my house, so.
Yeah, but yeah, just a place where they can easily, we're hoping to kind of create dialogue and build and collaborate and making it easy to do that.
I think the next meeting for GT, the dance group meets next week. So I'll ask what they would want from like an office storage kind of space.
Do you all have stuff? Like what kind of stuff?
We have a
do you-
storage unit for like decorations
Off
for
campus,
dances
yeah.
and like giant speakers.
Mm-hmm.
But that I don't know that that's something that
Well.
we would want to keep in an office. I think it makes sense to have a storage unit.
Mhm.
I do have like the like sound system that we use for classes is in my office, and Daniel
Right.
Oh,
would
wow.
prefer to not drag that.
Yeah.
And I think those kinds of things are, because that's what, there is storage space in our office. I don't know if it would fit a,
Why
um,
don't I?
and are you all registered as a student organization, this swing?
I think so.
I mean,
Okay.
they use the student, I mean, they use.
I mean,
the-
if we
they
use
use
the
it
ballroom,
here.
I guess.
Right, someone's reserving it.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you all could apply for storage space upstairs. I don't know that you're, How-
I mean, so I'm not like, I'm on the board, but not a very important person on the board. So,
but you're present.
but I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the most
Exactly.
important at the moment. yeah.
You're speaking for them, so yes.
Yeah. So I'll ask about that because that's something. Okay, and I'll encourage my fellow grad student people to.
Come to form to vote, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah.
I think maybe the problem is a lot of them don't envision here like being
I
at
know.
Georgia
Yeah.
Tech.
Well, and it's hard though, because if, just how the process works, we have to, we need the
Right.
student support to be able to institute
Right.
the fee. And so, I kind of say if students think now that we need a new student center, in 5 years they're going to think we need one, this just
Yeah.
kind of jumpstarts and kicks off the process. Or we'll be in the same place in 5 years, trying to do the same thing.
Now,
Yeah.
as you're talking about
Mhm.
grad students or really any students, if they have further questions and things like that, actually the back of that sheet you have there has a bunch of different ways that they can get information. Oh, sorry, flip side of the colorful one.
Ah.
Yes.
Yep.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, folks have questions, they can certainly do, like, the back of house tour is a really good
Yeah.
Informational experience.
Yeah,
But
I
even
kinda
just to
wanna take
visit the
one of those
website.
too.
Yeah.
It's eye-opening.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tuesdays at 11:10 at the information desk. And if you can't, there's some names on there you can email and we can set
Even
another
just the
time.
website has a feedback form
Yep.
if people have, like, so I saw you had written on your block, new ballroom, we've got
Uh-huh.
that one for you.
Yes,
That's a great
uh-huh.
one. But if there are other ideas for different kinds of spaces you want, that's a great way, we're kind of keeping a list
Mhm.
that way.
I have a separate idea. This is
Mhm.
pretty unrelated, but I'm wondering if maybe you could point me to someone I could ask about this. So there's a Georgia Tech Wi-Fi network that you do need a password for it, but it's set up that if you had a programmable device, like a little Arduino computer board. I'm like very quickly getting out of my desk here, but if you have an Arduino board, you can set up like a Wi-Fi shield so it can connect to Wi-Fi. And the bottom line of the story is that my boyfriend bought me a water sensor that I can put in my potted plants, and then it can tweet that
It's thirsty.
it's thirsty, which I think is hilarious because it's like going to be passive aggressive. And it's awesome. Anyways, but there's no, like I have to keep them at home because I can't, it's not possible to get on the device network here. Or like it's not like configured in a way that allows that to happen.
I would just
But wouldn't it be
help
cool
desk.
if like students could set up and design devices like that and they had a GT supported Wi-Fi network that they could use?
I know for housing, there's ResNet, and they'll like come to your room and like set it all up for you. So like I have like one of those like Bluetooth speakers like hooked up to the internet in my room, but I'm not sure how it works for
They
like
have
the
to come
rest.
to your dorm now?
Are you on campus? No. I'm not sure who it would be. Do you think OIT would do it?
Yeah, I hope desk. Yeah.
That's actually a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some of the cooler, in terms of technology, things that we've talked about is like induction chargers that would be in the arms of chairs and stuff, but even to have like some pretty specific Wi-Fi support like that would be.
I think it would be very cool to see like what students would come up with.
Yeah.
Something like that. But I'll investigate that.
Yeah, they might even come like wherever. They're called ResNet. Oh no, wait, they changed it. The RecTex. Sorry,
Rectech.
the RecTex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they basically just like register your device and then you can get on it.
Oh,
It's like really fast and easy. Yeah. Yeah. I hope that helps.
I'm really excited to bring these like.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Especially in EE, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their plans.
Very funny. Okay. Well, those are the only things.
That's fine. That's great.
Thanks so much.
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Yeah, thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
I'm sorry that.
No, it's honestly we
It's so
had no
early in the
idea.
process.
It is, and we know that.
It's
So
not-
we are excited. One person.
Well,
So.
and
Yeah.
It's early still in the campaign too. Like Lindsay said, we'll have a few more, and actually all of the public forums will be open to grad students because whether you want to come to the student one or the staff one, we know
Yeah.
you
Matter.
can fit in both. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I have to teach tomorrow. But, okay, well, marvelous. I'll look out for more updates about this.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks
Thanks for coming.